What's up guys, welcome back to another video, hope you're all doing well today. Today on MX Bikes I'm going to be playing the WSX Round 1 at Cardiff made by Jackie Moon. Now I am a big fan of Jackie's tracks, I've liked all of the ones that he's released so far, so I'm kind of expecting more of the same here today. Now there is another version of this exact same track, which is a paid version made by Jones, and that is on MXB Shop. I haven't actually played that version at all yet, so I've not got anything to compare it to, but anytime I can take something free over something paid, I'll happily do so. And I was kind of thinking, you know, when I saw the paid one originally come out, it'd be really nice if we could get a series going for the WSX tracks just to replicate it like we do with replicating the Monster Energy Supercross series as well. But then I thought, sure, it might be a little bit difficult now because if we done it originally before all the tracks were made and released, it would be really, really good because, you know, the tracks would come out, you get to play them for a little bit of time and then race. But now I feel like that they've started coming out already. There's going to be, I don't know if unfair would be the right word, but the first few rounds would be very, very quick, let's put it that way, because everyone would have had plenty of time to download and grind the tracks and just really come to terms with it, learn all the lines properly, and I imagine that the start would probably end up being just the most important thing. You know, you get a good start, you can just disappear away from everyone. I can definitely quad out there at some point. Jackie did say on the post that apparently there's some big boy lines that only the 450s can hit, so very, very interested to see what those are and trying to see if I can hit any in this video. And it's just nice getting something a little bit different as well to practice my Supercross on a bit more, because I haven't really sat down and played any of the last year's or the year prior's ARL Supercross tracks as practice. And I have been saying in recent videos that I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. You know, there's some very, very good people coming out of nowhere, and I've started seeing more and more people posting, let's call them, what, the words world record is always in the video titles, but I'm not even sure if they are. You know, a lot of the time they end up not being, and someone will call them out for it. But there's quite a few people that have started posting hot lap videos on Supercross, which means people are out there, people are grinding away and putting in more work than I am. But you know, I'm a busy man now. Can't always be doing Supercross all day every day. But this seems very, very interesting. It seems very mellow. I thought it'd be a bit more difficult than it is, but it seems nice and straightforward. I have a very vague memory of how the track was meant to go beforehand. I watched, oh god, who was it? I think it might have been Max Anstey's GoPro video that got uploaded that I watched before, and I was really gutted actually because the weekend that this was on, I really wanted to go and watch it, but unfortunately I had other plans pop up. I had a wedding to attend, and as much as I do like my motocross, sometimes real life does get in the way. There wasn't much I could do about that. Do you reckon I can quad all the way up and over that? Spin around. I'm gonna... Right, let's get in second gear for the corner. I don't think I need third at all. Oh, I'm a bit high in the berm. Stretch it! Oh, there we go. That, I mean, I'm guessing that's one of the big boy lines. I'm not sure if that's doable on a 250. I'm sure some of the absolute crackheads at this game would be able to do so. And then how are the whoops? The whoops are fairly straightforward and easy as well. That's nice to see. Now, in the mods post for this, I did see someone saying that apparently it's better than the paid version. I cannot comment on that because obviously I haven't played the paid one at all. But I did see someone reply saying that that isn't the case at all. They're two very separate tracks in their own right. This one is more wide open and I want to say easy. Once you've spun a couple laps on it, you should be good to go. And the paid one apparently is a little bit more on the technical side. So maybe I will visit that at some point just to do a comparison between two, because it'll be nice to check in and nice to see. Right, can I hit this quad again 2 laps in a row? No, I cannot. I got way too happy on the throttle there. That is something that I'm praying will slowly come back to me as well as I start spinning more and more laps on Supercross type tracks, is getting that throttle control sorted. Because the last thing you want on Supercross is to get a handful of throttle, get a little bit too confident, slide out in a berm, and then the entire rhythm section just boofed. Have these got collisions? No, they do not. Okay. I'll bear that in mind. There's definitely a quad out in that rhythm. I just need to get the jumps before it correct. Big fan of the metal ramp. More from a in-game perspective. I don't know if... I mean, I didn't watch any interviews or anything. I'm not sure on the riders' thoughts on having a ramp on their track, IRL. I know that it's quite a European thing, because don't they also do it in the French Supercross race, don't they? Is it Bercy? I think it's called Bercy. Yeah, they do it there, which is strange. I don't know why they don't just do a normal dirt finish line, but I suppose it adds a little bit of a spectacle, more for the it's more for the crowd, isn't it, than for the riders than anything else. I'm sure if it was up to me, I'd rather be jumping off a dirt than jumping off a metal. But seeing some people, the scrubs them whips people do off that were absolutely nuts, absolutely insane. And I'm sad to say, I haven't. Oh, go on, quad, get it at the back rake. Oh, come up. Barely short there, managed to survive. Thank you very much for that one, Paboso. Didn't do me dirty. I'm sad to say that I haven't actually watched all the rounds, all the races, because it's weird. It's like, I think it was really hyped up to begin with, and then it kind of happened, and it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Really, Paboso's really doing me nicely, isn't he? But what do you guys think if you've watched all of the racing so far? Please, Paboso, that's 3 in a row. I don't deserve this. No, I've got my cheats on. I need to go off, turn off hacks.exe and see how that goes. I don't know. I haven't been enjoying it too much, and I don't. Let me know what you guys think down below. Obviously, it's never going to compete with the Monster Energy series. Like it's very different, isn't it? I mean, for a start, the stadiums aren't the same size, aren't big enough. I mean, it probably ends up feeling like arena cross type tracks to the Americans. It's that small of a scale. And watching the GoPro back from the Cardiff race as well, I feel like it felt quite one-lined, to be honest, in some places. Like this section I'm coming into here, where you can kind of triple, but not really. I feel like unless you was going double, hugging the inside here, then you got a straight, and then they was hugging the inside here again. It all just felt very one-lined when I was watching it, and I'm not sure how the riders felt about it, if they loved it or hated it. Again, I've not watched any interviews or anything after the fact. I just watched Anstey's GoPro, and that was about it. Big old shame for Dino, wasn't it, having that issue in the first race, but oh well, it's fine. It's nice seeing someone like Kenny back on top again. Is probably not going to happen anywhere else, unfortunately. I'm sorry for you big old Kenny fans. Don't hate me too much. Oh my life, Jesus Christ! That quad is a big old stretch. I'm wondering if I just put on my my 2022 Husky with the championship winning setup, if I'd do any better there. You know what? I've been putting off that triple the entire video because it didn't feel like I'd get enough pop off of it. I go for it, and what do you know? I didn't get enough pop off of it, and I absolutely wad myself. I feel like some of the jump faces are a bit on the mellow side, a bit too shallow, and I think same with some of the berms as well. But I know that for the actual event, the berms weren't really the biggest. Is a bit disappointing. So when I think Supercross, I think big 180 berms, big steep rhythm sections, and there just didn't seem to be a whole lot of that. And I don't know why they couldn't make the rhythms steep and stuff. It's not like they had limited headspace, is it really? I mean, not like they're doing freestyle tricks and hitting their heads on the rafters, for example. But yeah, overall, I won't lie, I've been a little bit disappointed in the WSX series so far. I just expected a little bit more interesting. I do like how they qualify. I do like the whole Super Pole type aspect. It's quite exciting to watch, and it's something that I wouldn't mind the American series doing now and then. Maybe even as like a one-off special event. You know how we've got Triple Crowns now. Maybe do something like that where it's a Super Pole type event where the qualifying's different. Because I absolutely love going back and just watching any of them. Like even other events outside of WSX and Monster Energy as well. Can't remember the exact name of it, but I've done a video on it on one of the MXGP games before with indoor Supercross. It was like a sand type Supercross track, and they done Super Pole there, and it's just so fun watching people go absolutely balls to the wall. And I know they do that in a normal qualifying session, but the fact that they get that one lap and it's all eyes on them, they're the only ones on the track, I feel like they give it just that little extra bit more than they would do in a normal qualifying, and it's so fun as a fan to watch. Because when you see these people, and I know like TVs and cameras don't do it justice a lot of time on just how fast they're going, so when they do Super Bowl and they do look like they're hanging on for dear life and going that fast, you know that it's even more impressive in person. And I want to go to a Supercross race. That's on my bucket list to do before I die. Whether it's an American one, maybe it's A1, something like that, or maybe I get luckier and next year for next WSX season, if they go back to Cardiff, I can do that one. But I'd be very interested to see, because I've never ever witnessed an actual Supercross race in person. I've seen a little bit of arena cross here and there. The O2 Arena in the UK has had that from time to time. It's not really the same, is it? It's on a very, very small scale in comparison. I want to see all the fireworks and all the fire flares being let off and all sorts, and the night show. It's just that whole experience I'd really, really enjoy. And who knows? Maybe I'll get to a point in life where I can afford to fly all the way to America and watch that. We shall see. One thing that I'm definitely going to be doing, if we're talking about travelling for motocross, is going to NA next year. Really, really excited to watch the MXO in there. Going to be meeting up with Charlie, and if anybody watched the last video that I done with him, you'll know that. I mean, nobody really commented on it, but I think it was towards the end of the video, so a lot of people probably clicked off by then. But when you're staying at a Nations event, obviously it's a couple days long. You know, you're staying overnight for a few days, and you're the sort of person who's like that party animal, and you'll stay at the track even though you won't sleep for like 3 days straight, or would you prefer staying somewhere off-site, like a hotel nearby, where you will actually be able to sleep and function for a few days? Because me and Charlie, we're very, very different people. He is all about the sesh. He's all about staying there the whole time, getting pissed, staying up all night, and doing it again the next day and the day after. I myself, I'm a bit of an old man. I like my beauty sleep. I'd much prefer going and even getting like, let's say 6 hours of sleep as opposed to 1. I can't function anymore on low sleep. That is a sign of getting old, isn't it? Can I tire tap this instead? No. That jump is very, very strange. It would be nice if it just had a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more pop to get up and over it. Because I feel like if you do absolutely send it and downside it here, you've got such a small area to break to hit this left. But I'm sure those are these tiny little details that Jackie could look at and possibly change if he's doing upcoming rounds as well. I'd love to know if he is, because I'm here for it. I'm looking forwards to it. Overall, it's a pretty solid track. It is on the easy side, I won't lie. Whoever commented saying it was easy, 100% right. Obviously, I can't compare it to the other one in terms of difficulty because I've not played it. But let me know if you've got both, if you've played both. What are your opinions? Which one do you prefer? Is there any particular reason that you prefer one over the other? And yeah, I think that'll do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video as always. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hope you have a lovely rest of the day, whatever it is that you're up to. And until I catch you in the next video, peace.